Oh, for some reason my eyes are really watering. I went outside a short while ago, and it just feels like I've got dust in my eyes. They're just streaming. Ugh. And I'm also streaming. My eyes are streaming, and I'm streaming. There. Oh, just got they're just watering up really badly. I don't know what's in the air. Probably air. I'm allergic to air. Anyway, so good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm a bit loud, so I just looked at my volume there. I'm a bit louder than perhaps I should be. That's because I turned my voice up because I was playing Counter Strike with the guys, girls last night. Right, there we go. Turned it down a bit. So good morning and welcome to your Thursday, folks. I hope you're having a lovely day and a lovely week wherever you are in the world and whatever it is you find yourself doing. So over here, so things are good actually. Things are fine. So last night I played a bit of Counter Strike as a bit of a blast from the past, and that was fun. I'm actually in a bit of a Counter Strike mood now. Come to think of it, I could certainly do with some more. Oh, pardon me. But yes, but for the minute, I'm just going to play a bit of Final Fantasy X since most of the guys are at work and stuff like that. Thank you, SpecG. Thank you very much, SpecG. And before that, Ollie. Thank you kindly. That's very generous. Right. Oh, she's gone. Where's the dog? Oh, she's over there. It's fine. She's off to find a cool place to lie down because she just got back from her walk. Thank you, Mac. Thank you very much, Mac. How long am I going to play today, Abstraction? Well, I was going to take another me day. I was going to take another because I didn't have a weekend. I worked on the weekend, so this is my Sunday. So I'm just going to relax for a bit and play some games and not bother with the YouTube editing until tomorrow. So on that front, please know that the latest YouTube project is finished. It's Armor Bullshittery Part 10. It's the 7th week, so just the start of the 7th week was needed. I'm so sorry it took so long. The reason it took so long is it's a huge project. This is it's about an hour's worth of footage that I've had to break into about 5 different pieces. So the first 3 weeks was sort of cutting that full hour, which is already, so it's all on the timeline, it's all cut in 5 separate pieces, and then the next 3 weeks and a bit were working on part 1, as if it were any normal bullshittery. So that's done, and if you are a Twitch sub, it's available in the sub-only room in the top right of your screen. If you click on rooms and then go to sub, there's a sub one, you should find the link there for your eyes only for the minute. It will go public later today. Apologies for the people who are public. It's just that they are my backers. You know, they are putting food on my table, so I just want to make sure they get first dibs. With my sincere thanks. So thank you, everybody. So the next part, I will get straight on to the next part immediately, which is already cut. It is already cut and ready to go. All I have to do are the text and the animations. So hooray! I can just jump straight in and have it done faster because, well, all I need to do are the text and the animations. That being said, that's the tedious bit. That's the bit that takes forever. Oh, wow, holy shit. Thank you, Broadside Ginger and El Jukes and Sodium and Alexander and Mac and SpecG. Thank you, all of you, for your generosity. Thank you. There's an earthquake. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's because I've got my arms on the table and I'm sort of moving it. I've got like a. It's not as stable as I thought it was going to be. It's one of these long benches that you have. If you know what a scrum team is in software development, the idea is that you're supposed to link these desks together end on end. But I think that's one of the reasons. That's how you keep them stable, because on its own it's a bit wobbly. So I was going to jam some cardboard down the back or something. Because oh, there she is. You okay, honey bunny? Yeah, so also in other news, sorry, to recap, latest YouTube project is done. It will go public later, but if you can't wait, it's in the subscriber only room to the top right, if you're a subscriber. Or a patron, sorry, it's up on Patreon. Thank you, Sergey and Harry and Jacob. Thank you kindly, all of you. Thank you. So sorry, latest video's done. Next video will start immediately, which is also going to be armor bullshittery. Lulu is going off for her spade? You know, neutering. She's off for her operation tomorrow. I must admit, I'm quite nervous because I hope it goes okay. And obviously, you know, she's not really been under anaesthetic before. I'm kind of worried she's going to freak out because, well, she freaks out quite easily when she's not near me. She's too attached, way too attached to me, and so I worry that I hope it's going to be okay. But regardless, the vet gave me some tranquilizers, which I'm to add to her food the night before. And where are they? Hang on a minute. So I'm to grind up this tablet into her food and then take the other one and then wrap it in like a piece of meat or something, and then get a tiny piece of meat the next morning, so that she can't really eat much before the surgery, so it just needs to be a small bit of food. Yeah. Late getting spayed. Indeed, Mighty Mungo. I was on the fence insofar as whether or not I wanted to breed from her. So I was thinking about getting 1 litter and selling off the remaining puppies, and then just keeping, so when she was like 3 or 4, and then continuing the line, or as it were. But truth be told, I just don't really have the time or the space. I've got like a tiny little flat, and YouTube just keeps me so busy. I just don't have the time nor the experience. So it's probably a bad plan. So I'm just gonna have her done, and that'll be the end of that. So yeah, Rockin'. Yeah, there's a bunch of different considerations. Look at this tart. Bear with me. Yeah, there's a bunch of different considerations. Lack of experience, time, space. All that jazz. Yeah, she was a good gal. She's grumbling. She loves it. But yes, I hope everyone's having a lovely morning today. Welcome indeed. Oh, yeah. She's whining with pleasure. Big fat belly. Big fat warm belly that feels like velvet covered in nipples. Okay. So, as for the moment, I'm just going to crack on with a bit of Final Fantasy X, and and then just relax and just play games. So, yeah, right, here we go. Right, sorry, where's the volume control? I might need to tweak this a little bit because I did fiddle with it for Counter-Strike's sake. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit for me. Okay. Right. So, testing, yeah, should be okay. Let me know if my voice is too quiet or too loud. Right, so, for those who are not familiar with what's going on, this is Final Fantasy X. The broad strokes of the story are that I'm currently playing as a gentleman called Tidus. I'm a professional blitzball player from a city called Zanarkand, which is this futuristic city with machines and high technology, and where everyone's living comfortably in sort of high-rise buildings, skyscrapers. Music is a bit too loud. Okay, I will turn it down. Hang on a second. Look at it. Oh, I've been stupid. I've closed the volume tab. I thought I was done with it. Hang on. Do that. Hang on. And then I'll drop it down to about 190. A bit more maybe. 170. Right, we'll give that a go. Let me know how it. Yeah, let me know how it is. Right, so yes, I'm playing as a gentleman called Tidus, professional blitzball player. Now, what happened is that during a blitzball tournament in which we were playing in front of most of the city was suddenly attacked by an enormous creature, like a Godzilla-type motherfucker that came out of the ocean, and it just completely destroyed Zanarkand. Millions of people presumably died, and I was lucky to escape with my life. We woke up on a beach, and were told by the locals that Zanarkand was destroyed 1,000 years ago. We don't understand what's happened, but Zanarkand is a burnt-out ruin. It's been just a decrepit, and oddly enough, a holy place. It's considered a holy place by the local religion, which is completely omnipresent across all of Spira. The only thing that this future world of Spira seems to share with my Zanarkand is a love of blitzball. So the sport, the underwater sport. Still a bit loud? It should be okay, isn't it? Looks okay. The volume levels look fine. So yes, effectively, we want to get back to Zanarkand to figure out what the fuck's going on. And while we were doing it, we discovered that Sin, the creature that was the name of the creature that attacked Zanarkand, is still around. It's been attacking. Villages, towns, cities for 1,000 years. Whenever a group of people gather together, Sin attacks them. If anything, Sin has united a fractured populace behind, well, in fear. Everybody fears Sin. Everyone's lost someone to Sin. And in response to this, the local religion, Yevon, started running pilgrimages across the world. 1 minute. Pilgrimages across the world using people called summoners. For summoners, and Yuna to the far right there is one of them, seem to have the ability, if they get enough of these aeons, these giant summon creatures, to stop sin, at least temporarily, calling it the pilgrimage. And every year, lots of people undertake the pilgrimage to try and be a summoner that is capable of defeating sin, but very, very few make it. And Tidus decided to join this one, Yuna, from the island of Besaid, as she made her way from south to north on the pilgrimage on the final destination, Zanarkand. The game is still too loud? Okay. Ooh, what was that? Sorry. Was that a reflect? Oh, SOS reflect, so it's only cast when Riku's health is low. Yes, I'll explain that in a minute, the one and only. No, I think it's fine. The volume levels look fine. Okay. Drop it down to slightly. Right. So yes, so we've effectively decided to join her on her pilgrimage as she moves on her way up to Zanarkand, because obviously we want to go home, and obviously we want to stop sin. Now, the final destination is actually not that far. It's just Zanarkand is just on the other side of this mountain, a mountain that Yuna's father crossed long ago when he was a summoner, and he successfully stopped sin 10 years ago. Bringing about a period known as the Calm, which is where sin vanishes from the world for some time. Okay, it's getting bigger. So right now what we're doing is we're moving over Mount Gagazet, continuing the pilgrimage. So last night, as you can probably tell, I spent a bit of time just practicing on the mobs in the area and just upping their strength a little bit. The core of my party is probably going to be Tidus, Auron, and Yuna. All of which, I'm sort of working on their leveling as best I can.
That's how it's done.
And I was able to get Yuna some black magic, and she is super powerful with it. Because look at this. People were absolutely right. I was looking at some guides and stuff like that. And Lu's magic on her tree, she's currently 35. Yuna is 59. Holy shit, she is incredibly powerful and typically sticks with healing magic, but by getting a bit of black magic, she has become a beast. It really is a case of just haste her up and stand back and try not to get hit by the debris. So Yuna is an incredibly powerful mage. So Yuna, so I sort of detoured, let me just show you. So through her skill tree, I sort of broke through a barrier that was here and just quickly scooped up these abilities of Lulu's. So Faraga, Thundaga, that sort of, all that stuff. I didn't go all the way to Death or Bio, but then again, I could always learn those later using, black magic spheres if I find them. But yeah. Right. Okay, so Yuna, just continue your, hang on a minute. So let's move you this way. Where are you going? You're here. Go here. Okay, Tidus, keep moving on your path. You're going this way. Ooh, that's a strength sphere. Strength up by 4. That's going to be very useful because Tidus' strength is currently way too low. He's very weak. Okay, cool. Keep the principal party moving. Yeah, exactly, Archido. Right, so let's keep moving up Mount Gagazet. What's this thing here? Ooh. And we're going to intentionally fight the mobs as best we can because, well, experience is all useful. Okay. Although we need to watch it a little bit because I know that the save sphere is some distance away and Yuna's magic is quite expensive. Haste up Auron and just have him go melee. Thank you, Meat and Cheese. Thank you very much, Meat and Cheese. Whew. Will I be chasing the celestial weapons or the dark aeons? I don't know. Depends I don't know.
Farewell.
I'm not typically much of a completionist. I'm way more interested in the story. Okay.
These mark the graves of summoners and guardians who failed.
So Mount Gagazet itself is the trial. The trial to get to the final temple in Zanarkand. And it is one hell of a trial. Okay. Faraga on that plant, please. Okay. whittle them down as best we can. Ooh, painful. I think that's weak to Faraga. Yes, it is. Yeah, Yuna's going to burn through her magic. Let Auron do it. Just try and save magic a bit.
Enough.
So yes, the idea behind the pilgrimage is, well, that the summoners move from temple to temple, from south to north, until they finally reach Zanarkand. Once they have enough of these Aeons and they forged enough of a bond with them, they hope to be able to battle Sin. Now, just south of us is an area called the Calmlands, which is a sort of open valley where very few people are currently present. And traditionally, it's that area that the final battle for each of the summoners against Sin would be fought. I do have Ether's Boo Potato, but you know, I might need them. Obviously, just like Mega Elixirs and Turbo Ether. You never know. That's why you always end the game with about 1 million of them. Right. So yeah. So the idea is that if we get Yuna over the other side of this mountain, we'll be able to get the Aeon that's over there, and then go to the Calmlands and battle Sin. However, we've discovered about halfway through the story a big revelation, much to Tidus's dismay, because he's fallen in love with Yuna, that she's not supposed to survive. The whole thing about this pilgrimage is that it's human sacrifice. For some reason that's not clear, the summoners always die, even if they successfully stop Sin for a time. And Tidus has sworn that he will find a way to save her. He will find a way to save Yuna. Somehow. We don't know how that's possible. We don't even know why they die. Yet. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you very much, Sammy. Okay. She's on 78. How did Yuna's father die? Yeah, so that's the question we don't know. All we know is that he successfully stopped Sin. Well, okay, so we know a few things. We know that her father, Braska, High Summoner Braska, completed the pilgrimage alongside this gentleman here, so Auron, so the guy in the middle. So he was one of his guardians. He's already walked this path. And Braska's other guardian was Tidus's father.
Farewell.
A Blitzball player from Zanarkand as well, a man named Jet, who was also very abusive to Tidus, and yeah, an alcoholic, and Tidus hates his guts. And whatever happened, Auron is now jaded and won't say what happened. Well, won't say the truth of what happened. Well, he doesn't say anything, to be honest. He doesn't say much. Braska is dead, and Jet is Sin. Somehow, whenever Tidus gets close to Sin, he can feel his father there, trying to talk to him somehow. Trying to say things without words, showing him visions of Zanarkand. Tidus doesn't understand what they are. But he thinks that his father wants him to stop, well, Sin. Thank you, Feel My Totem. Thank you. You don't think it's explained in-game how Braska and the previous High Summoners died? Oh no, it very much is. Don't worry. It's all coming. Oh, thank you very much for the offer, Sloth, but my existing patrons and Twitch subs have been very, very generous to me. But thank you anyway. Yeah, I don't really have the donations on because, you know, I'm good. I've got food on my table. Thank you kindly, everybody. Ooh, Null Tide Shield, what was that? Some of this gear is pretty good, actually. At least we'll be able to sell it. Oh, it's only SOS Null Tide, which means that when Tidus is low on health, it's activated. That's not so good. If it was by default, like Null Tide, in other words, but he starts off immune to water attacks, that would be really, really good. Okay, what's up here? Oh, so, could this be a sphere left by Tidus's father? It might just be. Yes. Although this one might have been left by Yuna's father. Let's have a look. So the memory spheres are like glass orbs that contain a magical type of water infused with fireflies, and they can record memory. They act as cameras, effectively. Let's take a look. Yuna's father.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Oren send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
Okay. So note that in the background there you could see Auron, a much younger Auron, back when he was a warrior monk of Bavel, a disgraced warrior monk of Bavel, and of course Tidus's father Jekt. Note the tattoo on Jekt's chest there, so that's the Zanarkand Abes, the same team that Tidus plays for. Although Tidus wears a necklace, he hasn't gone so far as to get a tattoo, probably because, well, he hates his father. About 10 years ago for Tidus, back in Zanarkand, Jekt went missing off the coast and people assumed he'd died. But I guess somehow he ended up, well, just like Tidus did, somehow in future Spira, by means that are not at all clear. Right. Thank you, Mr. Fallout. Okay. Energy rain. Let's try this. You'll see, Modern. You'll see. But over the course of, well, the journey, Braska's journey, quite a lot changed. Jekt realised that he couldn't go back home and he sobered up, he stopped drinking entirely, and he became, well, a lot more, obviously sober, but sober in mind as well, a lot more mature. Look. Oh, that's really strong. Holy crap. Oh god, that is very, very powerful. Could you please use healing? Hang on, heal yourself first. Yuna's health is quite low, which is tricky. I didn't expect it to be a frontline combatant type thing. Tidus, go for that thing. Oh fuck. Bollocks. Auron, go for the middle thing. You bastard. Ah, water potion. Okay, and you can pick up... hang on a minute, just kill one of them, just so he doesn't get downed immediately. We need to make sure the party's all up for the sake of the experience gain. Woo! Yuna's a toughie. Okay, and then you can guard, and then Yuni can pick up Tidus. Oh, bugger! Yeah, so we're struggling on our mana now. We're going to have to start using ethers. I'm afraid not, Womble Knight. Yeah, the whole YouTube claiming thing is a persistent problem that has, well, gone all up and down the channel. The only way to fix it would be to cut out the offending sequence and re-upload the video. I've long since deleted the original footage. It doesn't exist anymore. Hang on. And the thing in question for PUBG Bullshittery Part 2 is the CSI song in the middle. It's not the kind of scene that you can easily cut out. Not without drastically changing the whole video. Maybe, perhaps I can upload it to another site. Hang on. But yeah, you are running into the problem that plagues not just my channel, but all of YouTube. Fucking, he's asleep. Just bring in Waka, he'll do it. Thank you, Cincheron and Enuma. Thank you kindly. There we go. I could if I wish to, Mirage, but I do wish to keep Yuna the healer. What's up? Hang on. Why are you barking? She's barking. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Maybe she had a bad dream or something. She just woke up and started like going rough. Okay. Right, so let's continue. So for those just joining the stream, another grave marker. Sorry, bear with me. Lulu. Hey, stop it. Sorry, she's growling at the door. She shouldn't be doing that. I think just other residents in the apartment block are going about their business and she's growling at them. Could try, Mantazo. Could try. It's just forgive me. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. It's just I don't think Twitch is for YouTube videos. I don't think the audience. I know some parts of the audience overlap, but you know, people don't go to Twitch to watch videos. Right, go to here. Yeah, and there was something as well in the terms and conditions for the Twitch website that I didn't like. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to do with stuff uploaded they have ownership of or something. I know that YouTube is probably the same, but when I read that bit, I was like, okay, not so sure. It's something to do with like they would retain rights on it or something. I'd need to speak with someone at Twitch, and apparently you can get it modified. But I'm not uploading the content on my YouTube channel only for another company to run all their ads and shit on it. I don't make stuff for other people to peddle products. That's why I switched all the fucking well, I never switched the adverts on YouTube. Which is why it's so frustrating that they're all being switched on contrary to fair use. I don't spend hours and hours editing just so some fuckwit can sell cola. Right. Indeed, gaming. Yes. I mean, again, there's no real point me talking about it because many other YouTubers have gone into it in way greater detail. But the whole YouTube thing is surprising. It really is. I've never seen a platform so fail to cultivate the loyalty of the people keeping them afloat.
Summoners that die up here aren't sent to the far plane.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
So know that in the Calmlands just below us, there was a cave called the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. And within that cave, Lulu lost her first summoner when she was, well, when that summoner was also trying to bring about the calm. And obviously that deeply affected Lulu. So she's seen summoners die under her watch. I'm going to guard mode, get Auron and have him do, what's this then? Banishing Blade, let's try this. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. That works. I guess if we would be able to break the damage limit if we... God, oh fucking hell, we're running low on magic. If we had a damage break, that would go way higher. Right. So what's up here? Oh, the chest. Ooh, defending bracer. Let's have a look. Yeah, quite a lot of stuff to sell. Ooh, stone-proof and poison-proof. That's not too bad. I don't think we're fighting enemies that do either currently, so we'll ignore it for the moment. But still, not too bad at all. So, Auron, if you keep moving through your sphere grid, what's that there? Sentinel. And also, so Tidus' strength is now up to 38. Not bad, but he really does need to get more. Okay. Whoop. No, I haven't Silver Nightwing. I don't have those yet. Ow. Ow. Ah, auto potion. That's really useful. Right. It's alright, bear with me. Zeroth, man, come on, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, hang on. Oh, this is the confused one, isn't it? Didn't get through our guard. Just need to save magic for a bit. Need Auron to hit this thing. Every time we hit it, it's going to grow bigger and then self-destruct. Sorry, Wilhelm, he was just posting spoilers. Okay. That's true karma, but if I bring in an Aeon, then I believe Yuna gets the bulk of the AP. I think. And I do want the others to upgrade. Oh god, it's an ambush. These things hit really hard. Woo! Good lord. Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, hang on. Bring in the lightning horse. Ixion. So what's happening there, for those not familiar, is that Yuna is sort of beseeching the faith. So in each individual temple, there are these statues where people have surrendered their souls to be sort of interred in these, well, living statues forever. They are neither living nor dead. Whoop. Ow. But by doing so, they're able to dream. They're able to sort of dream up fantastical creatures, summons that will be able to, well, that will serve the summoners in their journey. Thank you, Rockin' Rocket. Thank you very much. Okay, and then Force Hammer Overdrive. However, it's worth noting that in each of these, well, most of these examples, not all of them, but in most of the examples, when it comes to faith, so statues with souls in them, they actually predate the religion itself. They've been around for a very, very long time. And they all sing the hymn of the faith. That strange song that we keep hearing. That recurring song. What could it mean? Damn, Yuna's also low on magic. Okay, let's preserve her as the healer for now. Use some high potions, we've got loads of these. Okay. Ugh. Loads more of them. Haste up Auron, because he's going to be the most useful here. Okay. Bring in Waka. No worries, Jack. Ooh, cool, petrified. No worries, Jack. Go in. I mean, I wasn't really overly familiar with it either. Okay, just beat him down before he puts up his dukes.
Enough.
There we go.
No time to waste. Let's go.
The dog has gone quiet. Oh, she's at my feet. It's fine. They each have a different chorus. Yes, indeed. Their individual voices provide a different... well... What? Who are you? I have no memory of this guy.
Greetings, Lady Yuna. My name is Want. We have met several times before, right?
What?
Not running today?
I have to carry on my brother's business. You've met him, I think. Owaka the 23rd.
Oh, God.
Merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
My brother wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traders.
Oh.
They imprisoned him because of us?
He doesn't regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him, "Don't worry about me,
Yeah,
just
right.
go help Lady Yuna."
Yeah, right.
But why would your brother do this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be done. Welcome to Owaka's.
Yeah, it's a fucking scam. Well, yeah, if you have any items, actually. Okay, what am I low on? Antidotes. Maybe pick up a few. Yeah, pick up a few softs. Does he have any remedies? Ooh, holy water might be useful for reasons. No reason. Okay. Owaka is based, right? Yeah, he just
I will be
wants
sure
my money.
to keep your brother in my prayers.
He's doing the same for you, Lady Yuna.
Thanks.
Okay, and what weapons do you have? Oh, okay, you have mobs instead. Right, bash them in. Cool, I'll have a look. Ow! Okay, you guys hit that plant, and Auron will take on the big thing. Yeah. How did he get up on this mountain without getting killed? How did you get past the Ronso? Good. Poison will be useful. Oh, not that it mattered. Is seed cannon what a game designer calls his dick? I have no idea. I hope not. Okay. Let's keep moving Titus down his grid. I think there's a couple more strength nodes ahead. Nice. Walker as well. Where's he going? He's going this way. Right.
Welcome to Owaka's.
Okay. So does he have anything really good? So Fire Strike and Ice Strike. Initiative for Yuna on that weapon, so she gets to go first, but she's got high enough agility that it shouldn't matter. Double penalty. Sleep touch, silent touch, and dark touch. Ooh. That's pretty good, to be fair. Booster Cactoire, magic booster, and then, ooh, wow, that's pretty good. That's super expensive though. That's 112,000. That's way too expensive. Trident for Kamari, Fire Strike, Lightning Strike, Ice Strike. Shimmering Blade for Auron, Strength plus 15%. That's pretty damn good. Survivor for Riku. Tetra Shield. Some of this shit's amazing. Health plus 10, Defense plus 10. Blessed Ring, Thing Ward for some reason. Yeah, let's buy that immediately, please. Okay, equip that with Yuna. So magic defense increase and also a zombie ward. So a lower chance to get hit by zombie attacks. Shell Bangle. Another zombie ward. Is zombie ward zombie immune or it just reduces the chance? Thank you, Big Bear. Thank you very much, Big Bear. Thank you. Right, we're also going to grab a Shimmering Blade. That's pretty good for so 15% increase strength for Auron. Reduces the chance. It's good enough for now. So a Blessed Bracer as well. Zombie proof is immune. Alright. Yeah, good enough for now. So there might be, obviously there are mobs ahead that do zombie. Okay, sweet. Shimmering Blade, Blessed Bracer. Oh, I switched them off for the moment, Gino, because Final Fantasy has a lot of story-based stuff and cinematics, and I don't want anything appearing over them that could distract from said story, because I consider it to be brilliant, which is also why I mute my microphone and shut the hell up during cinematics. What am I doing? I'm going to paste the whole group. And then Walker's going to hit the flyer. Oh, that works. And then Auron's going to start hitting the bombs. Woo. Okay. Is that an insult, Boo Potato? Is that a subtle dig? Yay, he's quiet. But no, you know, doesn't make sense to talk over a film. Why would you talk over this? That comes at the end, abstraction. I will be muting my microphone at the end of the game because yes, I probably will be crying. Ooh. Right, let's keep cutting them down. Auron can make a start on the other thing. Oh, just finish it. Well, Walker and Tidus, their strength is currently too low. They should be stronger. I don't know why they're quite weak, I guess they just haven't progressed far enough down their sphere grids, their leveling system.
Enough.
Auron, however, has loads of strength, so holy shit. His sphere grid is covered in strength nodes. All the more reason to get Tidus down that grid as soon as possible. What's this? Oh, HP sphere. Very nice. So that will give turn one of the spheres... level 4 key sphere. So this will turn one of the spheres on the grid into a health node, which is super useful if you've got a character that's a bit low on health. I wonder if they're also useful to synthesize things on equipment. They might just be. Hang on a minute. Customize on a weapon. I'm not going to customize this weapon. I'm just curious for now. Double AP. Spheres. Skill sphere. Oh, return sphere. No, I couldn't see anything. What about armor? Smoke bomb. Special sphere, power sphere, white magic sphere. No. What about Aeons? Is there anything we can customize on them? No. Maybe I should just use it to up the health of one of my party members. I'll decide in a bit. Whoop. So for the minute, Walker, just continue your path down the grid. Cool. Evasion. Increase that slightly. Thank you, Ulrak. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It's very kind, Ulrak. Thank you for your generosity. When to get your return investment from ZF Inc. ZF Inc? You're under the impression we have any degree of organisation to the point that we could incorporate ourselves. Hang on, this could be a problem actually. They're really tough. Let's use a big overdrive to just sort the situation out. If we get fire breath, we could get screwed here. Not anymore. Yeah, I shouldn't try to get comfortable because the enemies are still very tough. Right. Use high potions now. Save our mana. The save sphere is still quite some distance ahead. Where is it? It's this way, right? Yeah. Thank you, Clark the Viking. Thank you very much, Clark. Thank you.
They sure keeping us busy.
Better than freezing to death.
Yeah. Okay. Yuna's got a bit more magic. You're probably right, Karma. Yeah, I probably should. Let's go with Faraga on that sucker. And have Auron smack the bomb.
Farewell.
Job done. So yes,
No time to waste. Let's go.
yes, Wasted, the latest bullshitter is currently finished and will go live probably later today. Soldiers, Arm Guard, and Fireball. I'm pretty sure I know what they are. So yes, also at the base of the mountain, we bumped into another complication. It seemed that there were cronies of Maester Seymour, so the Yevon leader, well, like basically a pope. And he has clearly gone insane. He was already very ambitious as a young man, but his ambition seems to have gone out of control. And he has plans for Lady Yuna. He wants to abduct her for reasons that are not entirely clear to us. But he's made several attempts now to kill us, her guardians, and steal away Yuna. Now, he mentioned in our last encounter that he wants to go to Zanarkand. He wants to go to Zanarkand with her because he wants to become the next Sin, whatever the hell that means. So we must protect Yuna. We must stop him. But I mention this because, well, his cronies are at the base of the mountain. So where is he? Wait, what was that I just learned? So what's Sentinel? Sentinel. Guards allies whilst in a defensive stance. Oh, he becomes a tank. Sweet. Ah, bloody mobs. Hang on. So many of them. Let's just break off from this. We just need to get to the damn save sphere before we get killed. The main quest arc bit of Biswolf is just to cross the mountain in order to get to Zanarkand, the place of the final Aeon.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
So many grave markers, so many dead summoners. How many people have died on these pilgrimages? How much life lost? Yeah, just evade these for now. Does this lead nowhere? Thank you, Mo Dark Lady. Thank you very much. No mods. This is just normal vanilla. The save sphere is just ahead. Let's just get there. I don't want to get killed. Go. There it is. Come on. I'm good, thank you, Wrong Bunny. I hope you're well. There we go. Okay. So we've made it to... Well, we're almost at the peak of Mount Gagazet, having moved through the snowy areas here, guarded by the Ronso on our back. So for those who weren't on the previous stream, the Ronso, so the giant cat people who live on this mountain, they let us pass. They're super devout, and they wouldn't let us onto the mountain until, Yuna sort of convinced them by demonstrating her resolve that she will go through with this pilgrimage, despite the fact that, we've had a political incident with that Lord Seymour, and were arrested and accused of being heretics for attacking him. He attacked us, to be fair, but he's managed to spin whatever he wants out of this and effectively declared us heretics. So the Ronso wouldn't let us pass initially, but Yuna convinced them. And they agreed to guard the path behind us to make sure that cronies from Yevon do not follow. That's what they said. Thank you, Elias and Techius. Thank you both. Oh. No. Don't lose any health. Not yet. I am indeed. ZCJ, it's one of my favourite games. Okay, is it here? Yep. Right, so we move through this pass when suddenly
Zanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know?
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Zanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Zanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
Seymour.
Ah, the son of Jekt.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jekt.
Not if I can help it.
Save some for Kimari.
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path, one after another.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna. Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
What do you know?
Pitiful mortal.
Your hope ends here! And your meaningless existence with it!
Okay. So Seymour being dead can turn himself into whichever form he fancies through his will and through his insanity, building up a shield of fireflies around him to change his form into this. This will be the third or fourth time we fought him. He just won't stay down. He wants to go to Zanarkand for some plan to become the next Sin, but we don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. Anyway. Okay, so, rather than start off with an overdrive, I'm going to start off with a haste. Also, bear in mind what he just said there. He just killed the Ronso behind us. All of the Ronso that tried to stop him. Presumably also the Maester, Kelk Ronso, Yankee, Baran, all of them. They're dead. Seymour killed them. Right, Yuna, talk to him.
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow? Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
You can't run from your fate.
Magic defense has increased. Yuna needs to send him. Okay. He attempted to use some sort of spear, which will inflict zombie, but it failed because he just used it on Auron. Okay, so long as we try to get rid of zombie, we should be okay. Right, so, I can't slow him. First things first, I'm just going to quickly see if I can steal something, just to have people in the fight. Hang on. Stolen elixir, that's useful. Okay. Right, just go all out on him, frankly. Is he weak to anything? No. Start burning him. Seems to be quite magic resistant. Just hit him. Right, you can use your overdrive, go with energy. Oh, hang on, there are two pieces? Wait. So oh, see, he's got that. It's his body and his right. So does that still drain his health? I wonder, like the previous fight. Okay, there we go. Good hit. Seems to be quite resistant. Oh, okay, there's the zombie attack. That's what I feared. Right, so let's bring in Auron. No, actually, better idea. Bring in Lulu and see if he can be hit with a poison. That would up our odds a bit. So hit him with a bio attack. Hit the main body. So every time he takes a turn, he takes damage. It worked. He's poisoned. Okay. Now let's use Holy Water, because I don't think Asuna works on Zombie. And we'll use it on Tidus before that heal comes. Very good. And then, because Yuna's health is relatively low, I want her to use Protect on herself in case he does that horrible cleave of his. Okay, and then just have Tidus attack. His damage might be too low. Here comes the full life attack, but we've already got rid of the zombie. Okay, now I'm gonna have. I'm just planning a bit. Protect on Tidus. Okay, Tidus. You are going to just hit him. Many times before, yeah. Psycorp. Protect. Okay, that can be dealt with. Put Dispel on him. Hope we got the right one. Okay, hang on. Switch out Tidus for the sake of the experience. Bring in Waka. How much health does he have remaining? 51,000. Okay, use elemental reels. There we go. There we go. Here comes a blizzard attack. Waka kicks his blitzball. Not bad. Okay, trade out Lulu. This time for Kimari. Kimari can speak. Do so.
You have angered Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's spear.
His strength is increasing. He's dispelling, the protection that Yuna had. If he uses his cleave, which he might just do, it could really be bad. Okay, so let's put Protect back up on Yuna. He's taking damage. Here comes the cleave. Oi! Ooh, we're okay. There's the zombie lance. Did Yuna successfully resist it? She did. We're okay, but obviously we're hurt. So let's go and put Cura. We'll start with a Cura on Yuna. There we go. By the end of today, idiotic. Okay, bring in Auron. I don't believe any armor breaks or anything will work against him. So just use a standard attack. Cool, we're whittling him down. Full life is coming, but we've resisted the zombie. It is ineffective. Right. Have Yuna heal Kimari. Well, no, we'll just trade out Kimari momentarily. Well, no, I want him to get one good hit. Okay, how are we doing? 34,000, we're okay. Auron hits. Well, okay. Right. He's casting Reflect on himself. We need to dispel that immediately. Auto attack mode. What does that mean? Right. Damn, he's flaring himself to reflect off the shield. It's reflected. It strikes Kimari. Right, we need to get him out of there. Okay. Damn, he won't get a turn. The boss is going to get a turn before then. And he's going to get a cleave, I reckon. Right, so in which case we are going to summon. Let's bring in a summon to absorb this. Shiva has the highest evasion, so I'm bringing her in. Shiva, you have to tank this big attack. I don't expect her to survive. She is just to tank it. That's her only purpose. Okay, well, you got 2 turns before then. Don't go crazy, otherwise you'll get loads of turns. No point using a physical attack because it's so weak. Just use magic. Just use Thundaga. Oh, it's got reflect on it. Must not forget the reflect. Just put up shell. I just want you to tank it. That's your only purpose here. Well, get one melee attack in. Why not? Hit that thing. Good. It did absorb health from Seymour. Right, there you go. Put up your shield. Absorb the attack.
Death awaits you.
Oh no! I've made a mistake. Seymour has banished because he's a summoner. He has banished the Aeon back to its temple. Does that let him get away with the cleave? Was that an auto banish or was that his turn? Ah! Oh shit biscuits. He's about to do a very big attack. Right. Kimahri won't make this. Yuna gets one more turn. We can bring in another summon. And we shall. So Auron hit his body once. And then hit the other part. Oh, he's quite. You might be able to just finish him. Hang on a minute. Finish him. Oh, there we go. Job done. Seymour's body's breaking apart. But we couldn't get the fireflies to disperse him.
And stay up there!
Good. So Seymour continues to harass Yuna. He continues trying to grab her. But bear in mind what he's saying. Things are starting to click into place for the party. So what he's saying, go to Zanarkand, become the next Sin, then your father would be free. So obviously something's happened, something hideous has happened to Titus's father, and he's now, what, a prisoner? Or, be free. What does that mean, be free? He is the current Sin. Then he will be free. We'll find out.
He will become Sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes Sin, Sir Jecht will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me!
He does.
Tell me.
She doesn't know Sin is
Sins.
Jecht.
My old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man, Spira's suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
Okay, so Yuna has learnt that, well, her father's guardian, Jecht, and, well, a friend of Yuna back when she was younger, is in fact Sin, and she has to kill him. But how? How is that possible? How has this happened? We'll find out soon, says Auron. For ahead of us is Titus's home.
What are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story. What? Hey?
Zanarkand. Old Zanarkand. So Titus touched that wall, a wall of thousands of people in statues as a faith, and now he's back in old Zanarkand. Why? That's his houseboat. This is where he grew up. This is his home.
Welcome home.
You...
The faith from Bavel.
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
Yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
What's gotten into you, hey?
Wake up! Wake up!
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
Remember what I've been saying throughout the game. The Chamber of the Faith contains statues of people who have willingly given their souls over to dream. The more statues you have, the grander the dream. How many statues are here in this wall? 1,000? 10,000? 100,000? What on earth could they be dreaming?
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, A war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance. Zanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning? You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Zanarkand that never sleeps.
What?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people? What? They're all dreams? Me? Too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
No! So what if I'm a dream? I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired. Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
Are you all right? Oh, phew.
Hey! We were so worried about you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up.
He's not telling them.
Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
But Auron is not convinced, because Auron already knows. So on coming here, the summoners discover that while Zanarkand is, well, you'll see soon, Zanarkand was indeed destroyed 1,000 years ago. In the climax of the war, the surviving citizens of Zanarkand sealed themselves here. They all willingly became faith. In their tens of thousands, they sealed themselves against this wall here at Mount Gagazet, where they've been dreaming the dream of Zanarkand, an ancient, long defeated city, but existing in an idealistic, warless, peaceful state, somewhere in a dream landscape where the citizens can live out their lives, presumably in an eternal loop for, well, at least 1,000 years they've been dreaming. And well, Tidus isn't real. He's an Aeon, or rather a small piece of an Aeon. The same thing, effectively. These giant monsters that swoop down and fight, Well, these ones have been dreaming of a peaceful, idyllic Zanarkand with blitzball and you know, ice cream and fucking technology and machina. But they're all dead. They've been dead for 1,000 years. Does Tidus even exist? Is he here as one of those statues, or is he just a fantasy of some of the people dreaming? He's not real. Which also bear in mind, when I said that the Faith predate Yevon, effectively the Faith, as mentioned, the Summoners of Zanarkand versus the Machina of Bavel, the Faith are weapons. The temples are not temples. They're like they're like weapons of mass destruction, like in you know, in underground bunkers to keep them safe during the war. And yet these temples have now been built around them, and summoners revere them as like they're weapons. They're all weapons. And they're tired. They want to sleep. They've been dreaming too long. All of them dreaming that same dream of Zanarkand. But bear in mind what he said at the end. You two may be the dreams that stop us dreaming at last. Because something has gone wrong. Two of the dreams, Jecht and now Tidus, have escaped Dream Zanarkand. They didn't travel through time. They just escaped the dream world. And now they're here in the real world, walking about like Aeons who are unaware that they're Aeons. And they might be the key to stopping it all, to stopping the cycle. But what hasn't been explained yet is sin. What the hell is sin? And how do we stop it? Auron knows exactly what's ahead of us. Look at them, there's thousands of them, all around the edge of the mountain. Thousands upon thousands of them. Oh, there are mobs here. Didn't expect that. I thought we were about to get the view of you know what. Right, okay. So yeah, that's a hell of a revelation, but also bear in mind that Tidus is not telling them. He's not telling the rest of the party what just happened. How tough is this thing? We need Yuna. Sorry, bear with me. Hang on. Firaga. Yeah, it's weak to fire. If Dream Zanarkand is supposed to be an idyllic place with no war, how does it come into contact with Sin? Indeed, that's a good question. Why would Sin attack Dream Zanarkand at the start of the game? Why? That will also be answered. What the hell is Sin? What the actual fuck is it? Okay, hang on a minute. Ooh, I just realised something. I cannot proceed down this tree. I'm blocked here by a level 3 sphere. Do I have one? Can I continue if I wanted to? Oh, bugger. I can't actually bring down this node. And that's Waka's tree anyway. Right, I might have to teleport Auron somewhere else. Where, I don't yet know. But we can always get sphere levels and decide later. What's that there, sorry? Oh, regen. Fuck, I've gone the wrong way. Whoops. I need to go this way. So was Jecht and Tidus originally one of the Faith who escaped? Or were they born out of the dream world? They escaped. So Jecht went missing off the coast 10 years ago, off the coast of Dream Zanarkand, but no one knows what happened to him. He washed up drunk in Bavel and immediately got arrested for presumably lewd behaviour. Exactly, that's the unexpected thing. That's what happened. An error, effectively. For 1,000 years, the dream world of Zanarkand has existed, and yet suddenly, a couple of them managed to get away, somehow. Okay. Sorry, just doing some upgrades here. Kimahri, go here. But we still have questions. Predominantly, what the hell is Sin? And what on earth does Auron know that he's not telling us? He's being very quiet. He's seen all this before. Braska discovered this too. Whoa, these are quite tough actually. Hang on. Pace the party. Yes. Yeah, Jet got so drunk, he switched dimensions. How did Auron get into the dream? You'll see. So yeah, that's another thing. The pieces are slotting together, aren't they? So Auron, warrior monk from Bavel. How on earth, you know, what's going on there? How did he end up in Dream Zanarkand at the beginning of the game? He was talking to Sin, wasn't he? About, are you sure? Remember that? When he was holding Tidus, looking up at Sin? Are you sure? Followed by okay. Okay. Sure, small. I'll try my best to recap. So was there actually time traveling? No, Tero. Dream Zanarkand exists now. It's being dreamt. It's been dreamt for 1,000 years. It exists in the present. Tidus isn't time lost. He's a dream. He's an Aeon. Right. What? That's a big fucker, actually. Holy shit. Oh, I'm supposed to be capturing these. Watch out for Heave. What the hell is Heave? Thank you, Mr. Poppadom. Thank you, sir. I've got a bad feeling about this. Sorry, can I just protect on Yuna before she gets squashed? Ooh, okay. Maybe it's not as tough as I thought. Indeed, Auron was a temple monk from Yevon. I believe it was mentioned in a previous cutscene that he was due to be wed to someone's daughter, and he refused. And as a result, he was disgraced.
That's how it's done.
Through the political machinations of Yevon. Whoops. Okay. Sorry, I can't remember this section. Right. Rendell. Are these part of Gagazet's mob set? I don't know where these are from. Oh, sorry, there's another one. I just noticed that I was too busy focusing on the flyer. There's another one over there. Where is he? 9,000. Half damage from fire. Sorry, what does that say? Inflicts darkness to evade its attacks. Piercing weapons are the way to go. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. Resistant to magic. Watch out for confusion. I don't know. What am I doing then? Oh, very resistant to magic. Oh, we're alright. Nope, he's fine. He's not confused. Hang on, let's... If it's resistant to magic... Better save my overdrives now for reasons. Indeed, Panda. The more statues in the faith, the bigger the summon. They're summoning an entire city, and they've been doing so for 1,000 years. Damn, Auron can't move. Can't do anything there. Sorry, my bad. Tidus, you keep moving. Ooh, more strength. Yes, grab the strength. You need that as much as you can. Okay. Yeah, still can't move. Yuna has a thing. I need to get regen over there. That's super useful. Just cast regen.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
So these are the three swimmers. I have no memory of this bit. I can't remember this part of the game. Okay. Ah, it's dangerous. Right. We might as well try to capture them while we're here. Switch your weapon over to the Taming Sword. Okay. And then Riku is going to pinch something off that. What's it? Water gems. Waka is going to... Well, they're probably resistant to magic. Tell you what you can do. You can give them a... Wait, what? What are we doing? Skill. There we go. Hit that one with a silence attack. Oh, or to petrify it. That works. Then have Titus haste them all up. Okay. Steal something from that thing. It's charging up some sort of energy attack. Bash that thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Riku's generally quite rubbish. Bugger off. Stop charging. Can you silence the fucker? That works. We'll just kill it. Well, Moonlight, I probably won't... What's the time? I probably won't get there. I know what you're talking about. That's still... That's more than a couple of hours away, I reckon. I know what you mean. But I'm not going to rush directly into that yet. There's stuff to capture in Zanarkand. There's stuff to do. Yeah, there's a big... So that was a big reveal. There's about to be another... Okay. Nothing's going to happen. Right. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. I barely use these guys. No, oh, sorry, it's Titus. I thought I had Riku for some reason. Who or what has sinned, Psycho? You'll find out. But, well, what we know so far is that it's a giant, enormous, almost invincible creature. Like a whale that swims through the ocean and just attacks any city or town or collection of people, especially machines, and destroys them. And no amount... Oh, bugger, that's powerful. And these are tough, actually. No, don't kill her. We need her. Fuck. Hang on. Oh, God, the poison. Oh, this is painful. Hang on, what am I supposed to... Let's deal with these fuckers first. There we go. Splasher captured. Got that one. They're gone. Smack that thing. Oh, bugger. This is really bad. We could die here, actually. Use an Albed potion to get your health up and get rid of that poison. Waka. You smash. Can you silence it, actually? There we go. We'll just kill it. You can pick up Titus. Okay. Silence that thing. No. Okay. Thank you, Taser. Thank you very much, Taser. Need some high potions. I've got them in abundance. Sorry, can I just check? What have they got equipped? Poison ward. Not good enough, I guess. Up his health. Pretty good stuff he's been collecting, actually. SOS Null Shock and Null Protect could be useful. SOS Haste. Poison ward. Right, let's continue exploring this cave. Aha! What's that? Some sort of defense mechanism? The first trial of Gagazet, so it's a trial. Aim for the center with Waka's ball. But that looks ancient. Oh, how does this work again? Oh, it's this bit. Oh, fuck ass. Bosh. E. Oh, level 1 key. Really? That's it? Well, I've done it quite a bit, Sir Atop. Steal as many water gems as I can, learn Wartaga. That's not a bad idea. Bosh. Oh, that one has a grenade. I don't know Moonlight. I don't know. I can't commit to knowing whether or not I'll play any particular game before it's released because it might be shit. Okay, crack on. Swim back to the others. That's hopefully revealed the path to us. Yeah, I don't know how it's... I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea how the fish has a grenade, but it does. What about games that are already released? Well, yeah, if they're good and user reviews praise them, then yeah. No sense wasting your time on crap. Why the hell were some of the Faith dreaming about Jecht being a drunken and abusive father? That, I don't think that's ever covered. I think it's more the case that they're dreaming of people. But are they, so what, are the individual survivors dreaming about themselves? Or are a bunch of Faith dreaming about pro Blitzball players with fancy names? Is Tidus even real? Did he ever exist, or is he a total... Is he completely fictitious? Wait, why am I using this party? Ow. Okay. What the hell? Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Alright. Yeet the ever-loving shit out of this motherfucker. Get out of here. You fucking punk-ass bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Right.
That's how
Job
it's
done.
done.
So now we can proceed up the stairs. A couple more of these. I don't think we've captured these, have we? Stop beating up on... Stop hitting Riku! Possibly, Jarosh. Yes, possibly indeed. I mean, 1,000 years. Obviously, I doubt that the same version of Tidus has been existing all that time. Are they in a loop? A constant loop? Right, so you... yeah, take extra damage from fire. Oh no, wait, we have got these up on the mountain. No, they're the same mobs. Just smash them. Smashy, smashy. Thank you, Sheba Drill. Thank you very much, Sheba. What's this way? Oh, is that just another lake? That's the same lake, I think. What did you see, Yojimbo? I'm not made of money. Save the overdrive for reasons. Oh yeah, so he does. My bad. Tidus still has the wrong sword. God. Yuna's a fucking beast. Right. Oh, I really don't. I need to buy decent equipment. We don't have this thing, do we? Let's capture this thing. Yes, Yojimbo is the Aeon that demands payment every time you use it. It's really cheeky. And if you don't pay him enough, he sort of shakes his head like, fucking... And then sends his dog to attack rather than him. He's a passive-aggressive Aeon. There we go. Hey! So yeah, going back to that last cutscene though, so bear in mind that child in the purple robe, so that's the Faith of Bavel, and we saw him right at the beginning of the game. Remember what he's been saying, things like, you know, you cried, don't cry, that sort of thing. So he's been watching Tidus for some time. Can we perhaps surmise that the other faith have been visiting Dream Zanarkand? Do they have a plan? I think they have a plan. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. But they say that they're tired. They've been dreaming so long, they're just tired. What does an Aeon even need with money? I don't know. I can't answer that. Where are we going? Oh, another water section. Is this the same water section or different? Am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh, these things again. Hang on. This way? That way? No? I'm confused. Is this... Can we capture both of these? The water is the right way. Is it? Alright, we'll go down there. Okay, we'll use... oh, that was stupid. This takes half damage from it. Charming. No! Oh, he's alright. He's alright. Hang on just a second. Instead of that blade, instead of the shimmering blade, use the Beastmaster so you can capture shit, Auron. Oh, no, he's okay. Right. Heal Tidus, if you please. Thank you. Capture that. Use Prey. Does Prey up stats in any way? Does anyone know? Or is it just like a minor heal? Let's look that up. Nah. I don't think it costs mana, it's just she can spam it if she wishes, but it's rubbish, obviously. Yeah. Just a small heal. Ah, Comrade. I think that's if her allies do damage, her overdrive goes up or something? I can't remember. Just fucking hit it. Ah! Keep flying higher and higher. Then it's gone. Hit the bastard! Got such a high evasion. Special ability found in Yuna's section of the sphere grid, says the Lash. It restores a small amount of HP to the party at no cost. Thank you. Oh, now Auron's confused. Get rid of that before he hurts himself or us. Oh, pardon me. Oh, for Christ's sake, guys. Oh, Yuna.
Farewell.
Hey, got it. Okay. Right, sorry, could you bear with me? I would like to go for a wee-wee. I'll be back in just a moment, folks. So I'm just going to go for a quick piss. I'll get a drink as well. Not from my own pit. Never mind. Okay. Just having a quick drink. Sorry, bear with me just one moment. Right. Okay. So for those just joining the stream, a huge plot revelation has just been made in the game. So we continue the pilgrimage up, well, Yuna's pilgrimage up towards the city of Zanarkand. And in doing so, we discovered that there was an enormous section of the Mount Gagazet mountainside that was covered in thousands, tens of thousands of statues containing souls known as faith. And it appears that the statues, well, at least when Tidus touched them, were summoning a dream of Zanarkand, this ancient city long since destroyed. And it appears that, well, along with the city, all of the citizens as well are part of this dream Zanarkand, including Tidus. Tidus is not real. He is part of an Aeon. A small piece of a large summon that's been consistently going for 1,000 years. Okay. Yeah, the underwater fighters are weak. Oh dear. Oh, Riku's down. Okay. Hang on. Waka, you do this. Get rid of that one. How do you conclude that Tidus is not real? Well, the faith of Bavel said so. When Tidus asked, me too, he said yes. And Tidus obviously got upset and says he's not a dream. But, yeah. He's a dream. Yeah. Hang on. Whoop. Should be able to kill it. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Another one. Does this have any big AoE? Sweet. What was Waka's backstory? So he grew up on the island of Besaid alongside Lulu. He lost both of his parents in a sin attack when he was very young, but he doesn't remember them. He grew up as a sort of father figure to his younger brother, Chapu. And he kind of had to. Although bear in mind that everyone is sort of brought together in the face of sin, so the villagers helped raise him. And he became the captain of the Besaid Aurochs, their local blitzball team. So the second trial of Gagazet. Hit the 3 panels simultaneously, check each size before deciding who to send. Sorry, what? Oh, that one, I guess? So you need 3 guardians at least. Wait, how does that make sense? Some summoners have way fewer. Oh. Right, get rid of them. Cool. Steal what you can. yeah. Best not think too hard about that one, Sorator. Steal something else from that one. More water gems. Ow. God damn it. Riku's under level, that's the trouble. Just punch it. Yeah, you don't think any summoner would have one guard? Yeah, I don't think they'd make it. So many summoners must die on the way. How would Donna do these trials? I don't think Donna would survive, sadly. Most summoners don't appear to survive the journey. Yeah, Donna's given up, I think. To be fair, you know, Rightly so. There's no sense laying down your life for this. I don't want to use overdrives. Let's just steal that. Oh, I was going to keep charging. Can we silence it? Does that stop it from doing that? Thank you, Drogi. Thank you very much, Drogi. Well, that's the question, isn't it, the Lash? No sense laying down your life for the pilgrimage, isn't that the point? Is it worth it? You buy some time. You know, even if you succeed, you die. Chances are you'll die on the journey. But you'll buy some time, it seems. The calm will buy time. Is it worth having a process of human sacrifice? Just so others can... it's as Sin said on the airship. You're all the same. Let the summoner die so the rest of us can sleep in peace. Is it better to surely rage against the... what's the term? Rage against the dying of the light. Or just accept endless human sacrifice. The spiral of death, as those maesters called it. Surely it's better to find another way. There must be a way. There has to be a way to stop Sin. Which is what the Al Bhed have been doing. Throwing all of their energy, all of their efforts into trying to defeat the son of a bitch. Without... well, you'll see. Okay. No, sorry, Strife Dragon, it doesn't mean calm. It doesn't mean that Sin is calm. Sorry, the calm just means the period of time where Sin... nobody's sure what happens. Sin just kind of goes away for a bit. No one knows where. We'll see. You'll find out. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm using the damn B team. There we go. Just out of autopilot. Sure. Strife. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Has the calm period got shorter and shorter? I don't think it's getting shorter necessarily, at least it's not mentioned as a major plot point, but it is somewhat variable. Some calms last a very long time, some not so much. No one quite knows in the world why that's the case. We will of course find out, and Auron knows. Here we go. Step up to the top of Mount Gagazet.
They'll be upon us soon.
Yeah.
She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
She.
Who is she?
Yuna Leska.
The first summoner.
Lady Yuna Leska.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then, I must not let him down.
So Auron says that ahead of us, commanding some of the fiends in Zanarkand, is Lady Yuna Leska. Now, do you remember in that vision that Seymour showed us, that scantily clad lady that used to live in Zanarkand 1,000 years ago, with her husband? Was it Lord Zayon? Was that his name? Lady Yuna Leska was the first summoner, the first one to discover a way to stop Sin. Apparently her ghost, her unsent ghost, remains in Zanarkand, and Auron has met her. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Zanarkand. Okay. Smash him up. Oh wait, switch off the weapon. Yeah, get our weapons back. Okay, we're getting lots of Mega Phoenixes, which is good, because I think we can synthesize those on our gear to give us auto life, I think? If my brain is properly working, which is pretty awesome. Right, Death Touch, don't need that. Dark Touch, Ice Strike, Fire Strike. Ooh, get back the Brotherhood Sword. It's pretty cool. And we'll give Auron back his, what's it? Yes, that's correct, Strife Dragon. She is unsent. So, so Lady Yuna, the first summoner, is dead for 1,000 years and unsent. So if no one sends you and you have a particularly strong will, you can stick around. So she's not a dream from Dream Zanarkand. She's an original unsent from it. Yes. Staying in the ruins of Zanarkand. Ah! What on earth is that? Okay. Oh, it takes half damage from all elemental. Resistance to physical attacks. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Right, so let's can we lance at anything from that thing? Oh, fight wind. Ah, finally. Thank you, Creep. Thank you very much, Creep. Thank you, sir. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to haste up the party. And then can we armor break it? Can that reduce, can that let us hit it? That's a bad sign. Oh, might be alright. Yeah, maybe? Oh yeah, cool, we'll be alright. Make sure that Auron has that capture blade. No, don't do that. No, no, bollocks, shit ass. Oh, sweet. Holy shit. We'll have it in no time. No, don't heal yourself. Oh, no! Oh, I've done goof. Oh, fuck. I thought Titus still had his capture weapon. Shit. Thank you, Tibbet. Thank you kindly, Tibbet. Thank you, sir. Oh, fuck. Well, we can always come back. Yeah, and I'm not going to grind for, like, all the mobs. We can always come back. What am I doing? Shimmering blade, there we go. Thank you, Hazard. Thank you very much, Hazard. Thank you, sir. Take that.
It comes!
Oh no! A giant creature dispatched by Lady Yuna stands in our way. Okay. Well, this is what we were saving the overdrives for, so let's go nuts. 40,000 health, high physical and magical defense. So let's start with a Hitstagger on all of us. Okay. And then we are going to... do you reckon I can armor break it? We'll find out. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, now it's a bit more vulnerable to physical attack. Ah! Strong, but not... Oh, God! Okay, we've all got darkness, confusion, and silence. And is that berserk as well? Alright, that's a pretty big pain in the arse, actually. Let's... Oh, Christ, with the silence. Okay, Yuna! Help us, please. What can Asuna get rid of? Well, I need Kimahri back, for one. Hang on. Is that berserk? What's that on him? Why is he red? Hang on a minute. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with him. No, he's got rid of darkness. Use Kimahri self-destruct. Nah. It's funny, but not for a boss fight. Oh, Kimahri! Right. Holy shit, we're quite... Are we just, like, overpowered right now? Because this boss seems weak. Oh, it's cursed. Okay. Make sure everyone gets a turn for the sake of the experience. 3Q. Turbo Eater. Hold on, Auron, don't kill it too quickly. Let everyone else get a chance. Okay, and then Lulu hasn't had a turn yet. Lulu hasn't had a turn. Lulu, if you would like to hit it with something? Blazzaga? Oh, it's a cleave. Oh, that was painful. Okay, let's bring in Tidus. Tidus, if you'd like to do... Oh, you got darkness. Shouldn't... No, you can't use it yet. Who can... Kimari, if you would like to spurt your seed all over... Oh, no, you can't. Sorry, there was an actual move called like, seed attack. I'm not... Kimari's not going to ejaculate all over. Never mind. Oron, just fucking smack it. Mana breath. Oh! Bye-bye, Lulu? Pick her up. And Oron finishes it. Fiend explodes into fireflies.
Can't we rest a little?
She's stalling.
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
Riku and Yuna are cousins. So Yuna is only hours away from her death. Return sphere. Cool, that'll be useful.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. Almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Zanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
But what happened to him? Why? Oron's not telling us something. Something else happened. We'll find out when we reach Zanarkand. We're about to have the same revelation that Oron had when he was that young monk from Bavel. We're here. We're home.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey. The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku. You're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go. Down to Zanarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No, you can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimahri, let's go. Sir Orin, Kimahri told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimahri, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimahri, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now, I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimahri. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too, when you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple. I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kimahri. You stayed. Kimahri, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest Guardian. Star player of the Zanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all, I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
So that's what she was doing on that hill when we found her just outside of Luca on the Mian High Road. She was recording a memory sphere, the one that we would find on her body after she summons the final Aeon, and presumably we were going through her belongings, a final farewell to her guardians. So now, there's only one thing for it. The rest of the party continue up the road and into Zanarkand, where there's one last temple. We get the final Aeon, then all Yuna has to do is bring Sin to the Calm Lands and use it, hopefully, defeat Sin, and die whilst doing so. Unless we can stop it. We have to find a way to stop it. But how? Zanarkand's ruins. A city destroyed 1,000 years ago. In an ancient war between Bavel and Zanarkand. The Machina War. Held up pretty well for 1,000 years, to be fair. Remember this from the beginning of the game? The opening cutscene? We've arrived.
listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think...
Yes?
I think that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
One final
Let's
leg
go.
of the journey. We're home. Welcome to Zanarkand. Ahead of us lies Lady Yuna in the temple. Although if I recall, these mobs are actually pretty difficult. This is its own area, separate from Mount Gagazet, or is it? Or maybe these are attached to the... I'm not entirely sure. We've captured these though. Guess we just need to fight them. Alright. We'll just start cutting through them. Okay, might as well start using our overdrives. Anyway, for the people just joining the stream, welcome indeed. Just playing a bit of Final Fantasy X as we make our way on the last leg of the pilgrimage for the main characters. On the way to pick up the final Aeon. A creature that will, well, collectively all of them, let you fight Sin, the big bad. A giant monster that's terrorizing this world and has been doing so for 1,000 years. If we succeed, we can contain it for a time. But Yuna will have to give her life to do it. There's some overlapping mobs between this area and the next. Okay. Right. I can't actually recall where the next stage is. Smack it. Yeah, we're doing lots of damage now. Trade out Lulu for Yuna. God, this soundtrack is beautiful. What's the use of capturing the mobs? They become available later to fight in a sort of arena, but also if you can collect all of the mobs in a particular area, that arena will be able to crossbreed to create a sort of unique boss that you can fight. They're optional bosses, basically. What am I doing? Sorry, get rid of that. Wait, how much health does it have? Sorry. Yeah, go into guard mode, switch over Auron to his taming sword, and then we'll smack it. Should be able to get Mighty Guard from that one. What, through Kimahri? Okay, that can be done. Bring in Kimahri Ronso, the loyal defender of Yuna since she was a small child, taking her from her home in Bavel to Besaid on the last instructions of her father, Lord Braska. And then, when Yuna said don't go, he agreed to stay with her for the rest of her life. Fortune Sphere. That'll be useful. Got a few upgrades on the sphere grid now, we should probably take advantage of them. Raise Yuna's strength by 3 points. Okay, don't know why. Regen. There we go, very useful. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck with Auron. Can I get through that? I mean, would I even want to go through that? Probably not. So where does Auron go now on the Master Sphere grid? Never really figured that out. I might have to do some reading. Figure out what... It's surprising, lots of people have done lots of number crunching and stuff. And they've gone through some pretty impressive theory craft for this. Yeah, so that's what Kimahri busied himself doing. While the rest of the Ronso were being pious and praying, he was off defending a little girl in need of a father. Lulu and Waka both grew up with her. They're like brother and sister, agreeing to go with her for one final journey. Oh yes, of course, and for people asking at the beginning, yes, so the reason why Yuna's eyes, so why she's got that, well, one green eye and one blue eye, is that she's actually half Albed. So Lord Braska was actually a, I think he was a priest who was assigned to be a sort of, like a diplomat between the Albed and the temple, and he made the classic, what's the term? You know, where you naturalize, where a diplomat sort of starts to empathize with their host country, and he fell in love with an Albed woman. He was disgraced for it. So it's all the more ironic that a disgraced summoner turned out to be the one to bring the last calm. Going native, yes. No, it's got a particular term. Apparently, diplomat is something that diplomats need to be aware of and try to avoid because it causes problems or something. No, not fraternization, it's called something else. Alright, smack that thing. Oh wait, sorry, that's a... Oop, sorry, Kimahri. Bonking. No, I'm not talking about the axe. Oh, never mind. Knobheads, all of you. Ooh. I think it's pretty nasty. We got it. Okay. Avenger. Ooh, interesting. Is that a weapon with a counter-strike option on it? Counter-attack. Yes, indeed. That might be worth it, actually, for the minute. So anyone that attacks Tidus will get a response. Yeah, will get an attack in response. Look. The broken highway.
Looks like the far plane.
Close enough.
So many fireflies. From all of the people that died in the Machina War. None of them were sent, so they all stay. This whole place is glowing like the moonflow. Look at it. So many fireflies. Is it Client Titus? I think that's the one on it. Something like that, yeah. That's a very ugly sword you have there, Titus. Okay. Yuna, just goes all in. Yeah, we're getting quite powerful now. It's pretty good. Wait a minute. Bring in Waka. Yeah, that's a good question. When do I plan to... I could do with a break, and I could do with some lunch, to be honest. If there's a save sphere ahead, perhaps that would be a good time to stop the stream and take a break before the road that lies ahead for what's coming. Nope. One way to do it, I guess. Can I make the Vietnam bullshittery part 1 uncensored? I could, but the trouble is it's the censoring actually adds to the comedy because it makes it sound much worse than it actually is. So if I were to uncensor it, it wouldn't be as funny. There's one just before that, yes. Yeah, I know where we're going. Where the road ends. Okay. Whoop. Could do some healing there. Use Curaga.
Cure us.
Because Auron has loads of health.
ya!
And you get money if you censor. What, from YouTube? No, I don't monetize on YouTube. Never have. Right. Spiritual Taj? What's that, sorry? Oh, MP Stroll, so she gets magic as she runs around the game. Oh, nah. Mana even. Okay. Just use fire on it. Is there going to be another bullshittery for the armor badges? Small but simple? Maybe. Possibly. At the end of today, yes. The latest bullshittery is fully edited, rendered, and ready to go. It's currently available to my patrons and Twitch subs, with my sincere thanks. If you're one of those Twitch subs and you didn't get the email, at the top right of your screen you'll find a subscriber-only room with the bullshittery waiting for you. It will go live later today, later this evening. Thank you, Pissook. Thank you very much, Pissook. Thank you, Askin Phelps. Thank you, sir. Why don't I monetize the YouTube channel? I don't like adverts. Never have. Hate the fucking things. Just want to relax, watch entertainment without being sold Coca-Cola or whatever. Hang on. If he hits me, do I get to counterattack him? Hit me, hit me, hit me. Hang on. Wait for it. No? Ah, because it's a counterattack. Yeah, it's a counterattack itself. Yeah, it's bullshit, and it's Sgt. Pepper. Freebooting. And then apparently Facebook's idea of countering freebooting is to then sign up to some service they've got where you sort of list your content in their system.
That's how
and
it's
then
done.
say, hey, don't freeboot this or something, when they shouldn't be fucking freebooting in the first place. Yeah. Anyway, blah blah blah. Same speech as I always make. Okay. The fact I don't dislike adverts is something I have in common with Discord. What? No, I do dislike adverts. The great hat. I hate them. I'm confused. What? What's freebooting? It's where you take someone else's content and upload it into your own platform or whatever in order to make the revenue from it. Recognize this? The Blitzball Dome. Right from the start of the game. The ruins of it, at least. Note some differences. Look how old this ruin is. How the debris is just broken apart. I mean, this is ancient. So ancient. But this is where the road ends. The temple is inside the Blitzball Stadium.
Journeyer of the long road, name yourself.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
Your eyes, my dear, show me the long road you have traveled. Very good. You have journeyed well. Lady Yunaleska will surely welcome your arrival. Go to her now, and bring your guardians with you. Go.
Yes.
There's a ghost. The city of the dead. Okay. Yeah, they're all unsent.
If it might benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life. It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask. Use my life, Lady Yoken, and rid Spira of sin.
What was that?
Our predecessors.
She said Lady Yoken, didn't she? Wait, she guarded High Summoner Yoken?
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
what did she just say? Those words were extremely important. Her guardian just said to the summoner, use my life. Use my life. We're soon to find out what happened. Not just to them, but to Lord Brasco. Oh, good grief. Oh, Christ. Oh, God, that's powerful. Right, can we just scan that thing for a second? Hang on a minute. Mental break works well. Why would it work well? Oh, it's magic resistant. Okay, that works. Fuck. So heal him first then if it's magic. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so mental break to lower its magic resistance. And then now we should be able to use Faraga or some shit. There we go, that works. Oh, it's very tough. Holy shit, these mobs are tough. Okay, right. We're gonna have to pick him up. So, yes, I think, truth be told, I mean, that last sphere behind me is probably a good place to leave it. Just for the morning, so I can, yeah, well, for the afternoon. I'm going to take another break. Oh, Christ, it is resistant. Yeah, I'm going to take another chill day today, so I might be back in a bit, really. Okay. What can we do to this thing? Can we slow it at all? No, it's immune. Not sure, Modern. Not sure indeed. Thank you, Vostark. Thank you, sir. The reason I'm also mentioning that is that I know I need to do a bit of preparation ahead of what's before us. Farewell. With some particular stats on gear. Thank you, Vostark, and
that's
Mr.
how it's
Greenside.
done.
Thank you. Ah, good. Level 3 key sphere. Alright, we'll head back to the save point. No, it's just me. Small but simple. Just me. I'm the editor. Okay. So, we've arrived. The party have arrived at the last leg of, well, the final stop on the journey. The final destination. The main Blitzball Dome of Zanarkand. Where, apparently, the first summoner, Lady Yuna, now obviously dead and a ghost, awaits. Bear in mind, here's just a little bit of a thing. Note that the Yevon, all the Yevon stuff, it's all Blitzball related, isn't it? The Yevon prayer is the Blitzball sign for victory. The center, the final thing is a Blitzball stadium. Were they even aware it was a Blitzball stadium when they copied? You know. That's why people salute. The Yevon salute is the Blitzball thing. Anyway, right. Cool, I'll leave it there for now. So I'm going to go get some lunch. I fancy a salad or something. Nothing too heavy. But yeah, I might be back in a bit. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. And I hope you have a lovely afternoon. Before I go, what's currently happening on the YouTube side of things is I finished the latest bullshittery, which is Armor Bullshittery Part 10. It's only the first part of 5, so it's about 11 minutes long. There are 4 additional parts that will be coming, and I'll get onto those tomorrow. But for now, I'm just taking a weekend because I didn't have one. I worked on the weekend. So, yeah, it's currently, well, it will go live on YouTube later this evening, but it's currently available to the patrons and the Twitch subs. If you're a Twitch sub, check your email. If it's not in your email, it might be in your spam. You can find it in the subscriber-only section to the top right. But yes, it's going to go live soon anyway. But you get first dibs with my sincere thanks. And yeah, I'm going to head off. So thank you kindly, everybody. I hope to see you again soon. Hang on a minute. Yeah, Lulu's tired as well. Oh, so yeah, Lulu goes for her op tomorrow. That could throw the timetable off a little bit. Okay, right. Hang on a second. Sorry, where's the volume control? Sorry, bear with me a second. Cool. Sweet, just muting that. Okay, so who amongst my clan mates is currently streaming? Let's have a look. So Yuki's on, as is Bavin and Beastie. So Bavin is playing some Rise of the Tomb Raider, Beastie's doing DayZ, and Yuki's playing Hell Breaks Loose, whatever that is. I will hand you over to Bavin then. So, oh no, wait, he's currently not there. He's I think he's finishing. Okay, I'll hand you over to Beastie. Right, so Beastie's playing a bit of DayZ. So, yeah. So thanks for watching, all the best, and hope to see you again later this afternoon. So this is ZF Beastie.